Hello everyone and welcome to another Rewatch review. This week, ahead of the much anticipated Prithviraj film Aadu Jeevitham, exploring the life and harsh conditions of Indian immigrant laborers in the Middle East, I thought I'd watch and review a similar movie that was made in Malayalam before. Gaddama. Gaddama is a 2011 movie directed by Kamal and starring Kavya Madhavan, Srinivasan, Suraj Venyarmudu, Murali Gobi, Shine Tom Chako, Biju Menon, and many others. Back when this movie released, it had created a very prominent dialogue around the working conditions of Indian migrant laborers in the Middle East. By the very nature of the story, this is a depressing movie, and I remember it making me sad during my first watch. Putting aside the social awareness aspect of the movie, I thought I'd take this opportunity to examine this movie from an artistic and cinematic standpoint. The plot revolves around two characters. One of them is Razak, an Indian social worker in Saudi Arabia who deals with and helps Indian immigrants who are abused by their employers, help them navigate the social and legal world of the country, and generally provide any help possible. The other main character is Ashwati, who, due to unfortunate circumstances, decides to work as a Gaddama or a housemaid in Saudi Arabia. Due to further unfortunate circumstances, she ends up having to flee the house of her sponsor and runs into various perils along the way. Due to the heroic efforts of Bashir, a goat herder, and his friend Baradan, and of course Razak, she ends up escaping and getting back. Kavya Madhavan gives a riveting and heart-touching performance as Ashwati. She received several nominations and awards for this role, which she managed to portray really well in a believable manner. The movie largely revolves around her character, so the weight of this movie was on her shoulders, and she carried really well. The runtime of this movie is actually less than 2 hours, which surprised me because I remember it being much longer. In fact, even some parts of the movie are much more fast-paced than I remember them to be. Director Kamal is known for some brilliant movies, and it is fair to say he has led the brilliance to this movie as well. That being said, there are some clunky exposition dialogues here and there.
എയർപോർട്ടിൽ നിന്ന് പുറത്തിറങ്ങിയ ഈ വേഷത്തിൽ പെണ്ണുങ്ങൾക്ക് സൗദിയിൽ നടക്കാൻ കഴിയൂല.
നമ്മൾ ബുറൈദയില താമസം. റിയാദിൽ നിന്ന് 400 കിലോമീറ്റർ ഉണ്ട്. ചവിട്ടി വിട്ട 3-3.5 മണിക്കൂർ കഷ്ടി.
കേറി ഇറങ്ങണല്ലേ എംബസിയിൽ. എത്ര തവണ ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞതാ പാസ്പോർട്ട് എക്സ്പയർ ആയി പുതുക്കണമെന്ന്.
Which can be forgiven considering the fact that the movie is taking place in a setting that most people wouldn't be familiar with. I know I said this is a short movie, but that probably wasn't on purpose. The story is very small, and some additions to it feel like it can be cut down to keep the movie more concise. Other than that, there aren't really a lot of issues I felt with this movie. Due to some of these issues, and also because it isn't a particularly fun watch, I have to give this movie a rewatch rating of 7.2 out of 10. It's a good movie, especially if you skip the scenes that pain you. Now moving on to some details that I spotted during the rewatch. This movie does a great job of transitioning between scenes set in Saudi and scenes set in Kerala, like with food, currency, etc. However, the best transition shot is as one of the most popular songs in this movie starts. As the song starts, Ashwati's husband is seen moving some earth using his JCB. This is the first cutaway from the scenes in Saudi Arabia to the scenes in Kerala, and it is sort of symbolically transferring the viewer from the sands of the desert by digging away sand like soil and taking you to a different world. In this shot, Ashwati is sitting beside trash cans, almost undistinguishable from the black trash bags with her black burqa. This is a clever metaphor of how she is now discarded like garbage at this point in the movie. That's all I have for you regarding the movie. Hope to see you again next week with another rewatch review. Like and subscribe if you haven't done so, and thank you for watching.